Hey, welcome back. As you know, I'm Stylist Lee. You're on my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a subscriber, thank you for continuing subscribing with me and staying through my little journey that I've been doing. So this is for my salon professionals. This is to basically help you be a better you, a better hairstylist, a better professional, whatever. I just like how my hair was moving. Excuse me. But anyway, so this is salon must-knows for professionals. So stay tuned, keep watching, and I'm going to go over 7 must-knows for salon professionals. Hey you guys, welcome back. So as I told you, I'm going to be going over 7 must-knows for my salon professionals, and we're going to start off with 1. So one thing that you must know, and this is not really just for salon professionals, but this is also for any career or just life in general. You must know your strengths and you must know your weaknesses. Know what you're good at. Just because you're a salon professional and you took your cosmetology courses and you passed your cosmetology and you got your license and you're doing all that good stuff and your mother's proud of you, that's cool. But know what you're good at. Know if you're a braider. Know if you're a weaver. Know if you're a hair cutter. Know if you just want to focus on hair coloring. Know if you just want to focus on hair growth. You may only want to deal with naturals. You may only want to do natural hairstyles that consist of spiral sets, twist outs, braid ups. Know what it is that you are good at. Once you can identify what you are good at, practice. Even if you are really good. When I came out of cosmetology school, I want to say that I was pretty good. I was darn good. And I did really well. However, I did not stop there. I did a lot of studying. I go over, to this day, I still go over my cosmetology books. I kept all of my books. I go over my science, my anatomies, the science of hair, just because I want to make sure I brief myself up on just basically the knowledge, and also not keeping knowledge on what's new, because just because science is the same, science does change and there is new discovery. So you also want to stay up to date with that, and that is something that I do like to do, and what I do suggest other hairstylists do, just to make sure that you're better in your craft. Just know the ins and out. Don't just know how to style. Don't just know the products that you're using, what works best, but kind of have a general idea on what's inside of the products. Why does it work so well on the hair, and what hair type does it work well on? Because there is some products that work really, really well, but it doesn't work well on all hair types. So just be able to know and how to identify that. That was just a throw-in. That didn't have nothing to do with what you're good at, but I just threw that in there because that is something that I would like you to know as well. Once you know your strengths and your what you're good at and what you're not, save all your mannequins. I have probably 5 mannequins in a big duffel bag. Some are cut, some are colored, some are untampered with, and I keep those aside because there is times where I want to practice a style. Sometimes when I do my wedding looks, I like to practice on my mannequins, just to kind of get an idea on what I want to do. Maybe if I'm doing a photo shoot, I might practice on my mannequins just to see how the outcome will be, or just to practice on different trends or different techniques that I may come up with. Always keep a mannequin in sight, because you never know when you may need it. Trust me, you're more than likely going to use it if this is something that you really plan on doing and you plan on sticking in there. That's 1. 2. So once you've identified your strength, now let's move on to creating a name. Now it's time to brand yourself. Now keep in mind, you can create a name for your business, or you can create a name for yourself as a professional. Either way, I will suggest whatever name you pick, make sure that it's something that can stand the test of time and something that you won't mind if it travels with you for 10 years, 20 years from now. However, if you do come up with a name that doesn't last, or doesn't, that's not a good term. If you do come up with a name that you feel doesn't identify you at that age that you are now, that you might have used 5-10 years ago, it's okay to change your name. Just know that you will have to rebrand that particular name to the new attachment of what you're trying to do, so people won't get lost or confused in where to find you at. So we're going to move on to 3. So 3, once you have perfected your craft, you know what your strengths are, and you have created a name, now it's time to work on your branding. You want to work on building a website, something professional. You can do it yourself, or you can do it, if you have the money and you can afford it, you can pay someone to do it. Me in particular, when I started out, I actually built my own website. I went through Wigs. So actually my first website was through Wavy. I'll spell that down because I know it sounds funny. But my first website was through Wavy. And then after Wavy, I wanted to upgrade it just a little bit more with my photo shoot images, and I used Wigs. And to be honest with you, I enjoy using Wigs, and I actually have several websites that I actually created through Wigs that are now surfaced around the web that are doing quite well. So that's one of my go-tos, but there are many other websites, platforms that you can choose from on where to go about creating a website. But yes, anyway, so you want to create a website. You want to invest in yourself. You want to start doing photo shoots. People like professional images. There is some things that you just cannot capture with a phone of some sort. You can, if you're good at taking pictures and you're good at angles and you're good at lighting, then that's perfect. You can actually buy a camera and you can take pictures of your own work that best identifies your creativity and your character as a stylist. Once you create your website, or let's go back. So with the photo shoots, if you can afford it, it's good to create relationships with photographers, and you can either pay them or you can do TF, trade for pics, TFP, trade for pictures. And basically what that means is you would do it for free, and I have done so myself, free pictures of me styling the model's head, and in return I will get images that I can put on my website or put in my portfolio or whatever it is that I want to use the pictures for. You can do that route. If you don't want to do the trade for pics, then you can do you can just pay out of pocket, and pricing can vary. It can vary from $150 for a photo shoot session, or $1,000 or and up, just depending on what it is that you're going for, how many looks you're trying to do, how many models it is that you have, so forth, so forth, so forth. So all that stuff plays a part. Once you've done that, I would say once you have your name, your website, some photo shoot pictures that you may want to display and showcase, maybe work on a little logo. You can do a scratch out logo, maybe you can create one yourself, or you can pay someone to do a logo. Getting someone to do a logo can be maybe a little costly, just depending on how complex you want your logo to be. But it really just depends on your standards and exactly on what you want to do. However, if you want to go through a more cheaper, economical way, you can go through Elance. And Elance, they have a ton of professionals there where you can seek people who are skilled in what you're looking for. And through that, you'll be able to communicate with them and discuss a budget, what it is that you would like. And then all this is handled online. You do not talk on the phone with a person. This is all handled via email, online, through the site. And you guys will be evaluating exactly what it is that you're looking for. And then they will give you some sketch on how your logo can look. And then you can finalize. If you finalize, then that means you're submitting the payment. If you don't finalize, then you don't have to worry about retracting any money out your account.